Hello, welcome back to my channel. So I have a tag that I wanted to do today. I didn't want to wait till Tuesday. It was a fun tag, so I wanted to go ahead and do it. And then also I kind of like posting tags on days that aren't Tuesday. It feels a little rebellious and like I'm getting away with something, breaking the booktube rule. So it's fun. The tag I have for you today is a tag that I was actually tagged in, and this is the Bring Browsing Back book tag, which I was tagged in by Kim at Middle of the Book March, I think a little over a month ago. So Kim, if you are watching this, I am so sorry for taking so long to actually getting around to filming this, but I really appreciate you tagging me. This is a really great book tag. It's very short. It's only 5 prompts. The 5th prompt is to tag people, so I'm actually going to start with that one and get it out of the way, and then I will answer the 4 other main prompts. So I would like to tag Michael at Michael Romeo Talks Books, MJ at Reading This Life, Ann Novella, and Olly at Criminale. So prompt number 1 is Magic of Discovery. Share a book you found while browsing that you may not have discovered otherwise. And the one that I decided to go with for this prompt is The Soul of an Octopus, a surprising exploration into the wonder of consciousness by C. Montgomery. About dropped my iPad. This is a book that I discovered while browsing at my library one Friday afternoon. And really the main thing about it, the first thing about it, was just the cover that caught my eye. It is an absolutely beautiful cover. The illustration of the octopus itself is beautiful, but just the overall design of the entire cover is just very eye-catching, and that is really what made me pick this book up at first. And it is a wonderful book. It is part memoir and part science book about octopuses, and it is C. Montgomery's personal journey of experiencing firsthand these fantastic creatures, these giant Pacific octopuses, and it is such a remarkable read. It's beautiful too. It's beautifully written. The story is surprisingly poignant, and the way the octopuses are described and are written about, and the stories that C. Montgomery has put in here, you really do yourself become attached to them as if you are their caretakers and you are handling them as well. It is absolutely beautiful, and there are a lot of breathtaking photographs that are in here as well that are just unreal, and it's a glimpse into a world that most of us will never be able to experience firsthand. And it was just a joy. And so this is certainly one that I never would have picked up if it wasn't for just simply browsing the shelves of my library. So it was Soul of an Octopus by C. Montgomery for prompt number 1. Prompt number 2 is Expanding World. Share a book that made you view things from a different perspective or exposed you to new ideas. So for this one, I decided to go with a newer book. It comes out in 10 days on October 25th. This is one that I had the honor of being able to review for Open Letters Review, and that is The Ransomware Hunting Team by Renee Dudley and Daniel Golden, a band of misfits' improbable crusade to save the world from cybercrime. So this really expanded my my horizons and exposed me to new ideas, because I know literally nothing about the world of computer viruses, hacking, anything within the cybercrime space. I really am clueless about. And so this is a book that, again, that I really never would have picked up if it wasn't for Steve. So it wasn't necessarily browsing, but it was an opportunity to review a new book. And so it's sort of the same experience of sort of just coming across the book. It wasn't a shelf that delivered it to me. It was Steve Donahue. But this is absolutely fantastic. So essentially, it is about the rising threat of ransomware within the industry of cybersecurity. And ransomware is a particular type of computer virus that targets the file extensions on networks and on databases on computers, where it basically it alters the extension of a file and makes it unable to be opened by the user of the computer or the owner of the network until ransom is paid. So money is paid to the hackers, who then provide a key code that will unlock the files and give the user access over their computer again. And this is a rising threat in cybersecurity, and it's basically what has happened is as groups have become better at hacking ransomware to solve it, to free computers and free networks, ransomware hackers get more and more sophisticated, because essentially those who are ridding computers of ransomware are serving as beta testers, essentially, of ransomware, and then hackers can go in and see how the ransomware hunters were able to thwart their ransomware, and then they can then improve it in the next iteration, the next generation, and so it's always getting stronger. And so this was absolutely fantastic, really, really insightful, very interesting. This one comes out October 25th, and I would highly recommend it. The Ransomware Hunting Team by Renee, Dudley, and Daniel Golden. So that is my answer for Expanding World. It shared a lot of new ideas and new information with me, which was fantastic. And then, let's see, prompt number 3 is open to change. Share a book that has changed who you are as a person or altered your day-to-day habits. And so I decided to go with Amor Towles, A Gentleman in Moscow, to answer prompt number 3. This is a book that I read during COVID, during lockdown, and it was really the perfect time for me to read this. And so for those of you who have not read this, this is the story of a Russian count who is under house arrest in the Metropole Hotel in Moscow during the Bolshevik regime. And the reason I'm choosing this book for this particular prompt is that this book really helped me a lot in learning to appreciate the small things in life, and that while the big, flashy, exciting events of life, the adventure of life, the travel of life is fantastic and exciting, that really the beauty of life and the gratitude of life lie in the small things that are in your day-to-day that you wouldn't typically appreciate when you have the larger world at your fingertips, essentially. And when you have your freedoms taken away, for instance, being limited to a single building, as in the case of this book, that you still have so many of these small things throughout your day that are so beautiful and bring incredible gratitude if viewed properly. And so that was the reason that I picked this book. It really helped me to really learn to appreciate the small things in life and not just to wait around for those occasional big, loud, exciting moments. Prompt number 4 is browse a bookstore, library, or a friend's shelves. And so the last time that I browsed a bookstore was when I was in Portland, which was a couple weeks ago, and that was Towles Books, which was absolutely fantastic. I have a couple pictures here. I mean, none of these capture the actual feel of being in this bookstore. It's a giant building. It's 3 stories. It's 3 stories tall. I mean, easily a couple 100,000 books in this place. But these are just some snapshots from walking around the history and nonfiction rooms. But it was absolutely amazing. I have a video where I talk a little bit more about Towles Books and the books that I got there, so I won't go into any further detail here on this video. So that is it for the Bring Browsing Back book tag. Thank you again so much, Kim, for tagging me. I really appreciate it. And thank you everyone for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a comment down below, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.